Hey guys, Bree here. So let's go ahead and we're gonna make kind of like this three-piece set on these box frames. Now these box frames are double-sided, so it's kind of cool. So one side's gonna be like a blue snow theme and the other side's gonna be black and gold. We're not gonna be able to finish the entire thing today, but I'm gonna do just a little bit, maybe one side of them. And I do have a roll of ribbon from, where's this one from? This one's from Costco. Might try and make something very small, like a small little bow to add to this. But let's go ahead and get started. Feel free at any time, you're more than welcome to click on any of the links in the comments. All right. I think there should be a Breeze link like button there. And then that'll give you access to everything we use, okay? All right, I also put a link to the transfers we're gonna use today, so you're more than welcome to click there. If you really like, like all the transfers that I use, then that'll just be an easy thing for you to do. It'll have a list of all the transfers and the surfaces, okay? So, I have 3 different sizes of box frames here. Okay, I have a 6 by 18 frame. I have a 5 by 7 frame. And I also have the 5 by 5 frame, okay? So 3 different sizes. They are all double-sided. See, this one we've already done. It says Welcome Winter. It's got the black and the gold. We are going to do the back side of it to kind of match our snowy theme. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna do this pretty quickly. Say hello when you pop on. Good morning, Colleen. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Charlotta. We do have to go. I've got like 30 minutes or so, like I said, it's gonna be a fairly quick live. But let me know how it's going. Do you guys have snow where you're at? Y'all, it was really nice weather. It was chilly. And I walk outside today and it is hot. I'm gonna have to end up taking off my sweater. Like, it's not even cold enough to wear my sweater outside this morning. Normally, you can take it off, like, you wear the sweater in the morning and then you take it off and then you're fine. No. Like, you don't even need the sweater this morning. Hi, Mary. Hi, Barbara. Annette. Donna. Marie. I am doing good, Cheryl. Thank you. No, but it's cold, Kim says. Lucky. No snow in North Carolina. It's freezing here. Ah. Oh man, it's cool though. Yeah, we will be over there. So I guess let me know how your weather is in North Carolina. We'll be there all next week, so I'm sure we'll be inside, most all of the time though. And we're right by the water, so I'm pretty sure it'll be a little chilly. All right, so we're gonna wax the board real quick. I'm gonna have to pick up some of that wax here. Let's just kind of rub it in. All right. So now I've got my fuzz cloth. I'm gonna do the ski lift. And we're gonna fuzz this just a few times. 53 degrees in Nebraska. Oh, hi, Florine. Thank you for sprinkling. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. Good morning, Ann. Happy Friday. Oh, cool. Next week's gonna be in the 70s in North Carolina. Oh, score. That's exciting. All right, what I like about this transfer is it fits perfectly in here, minus a little piece of whatever I got on there. This fits in here so nice. Now, I will tell you guys, the one on mine, it's gonna be a maple finish, so the border will be lighter. I do recommend, if you want all three of these to match, you will want to paint the outside. Because when I went on, I completely forgot they don't have this darker frame. They do have the lighter one. It's just a little bit lighter. It's not even that big of a difference, but you could potentially just paint this one if you wanted to, or leave it. No snow in Indiana. All right, you guys, so this is the gorgeous new color of the month. If you haven't gotten it, make sure you get it. Remember, you do have to have a $75 order, and then you can add it on at checkout. But it is snowy goodness. Okay. And if you're in my team, I went live this morning and we did this little skate. If you're on my team, I went live in our team group. I was testing out a few things, so you're more than welcome to check that out. I might edit that video and post it a little bit later, so that way you guys can see how we did that one. But it came out really cute. I'm like, is that supposed to look like that? I think it's supposed to look like that. It just threw me off. All right, so I'm gonna scrape off whatever excess because I don't wanna waste any of this. Definitely not. And I accidentally got on the side, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. Whoops. Okay. Let's close that up for right now. And you had snow in Connecticut on Wednesday. Ooh, how fun. Hi, Colette. Colette, when are y'all coming back over this way to the States? All right, so I'm gonna put this in my drawer. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it real quick. Mainly because it's shimmer, I just want to clean it quickly. But it's always easier to clean while your paste is still wet, okay? So I am going to wipe it off. Since I did use a shimmer, you guys, I did wipe it off with a little paper towel first. Just to help get some of that shimmer off so I'm not spreading that glitter all over the place. All right, that one is cleaned. And then I'm just gonna wipe it off while this is drying anyway. And we're gonna put it back on here. Okay, so I dried off the back with like a napkin. I'm gonna place it back on my sheet here. And then I'm actually gonna wipe off any excess water I have on the front as well. Okay, so that's cleaned, it's put back on. You can reuse it pretty much as often as you want. But it is recommended to use around 8 to 10 times. And then it might start to lose its adhesiveness. But at that point, it just becomes like a regular old-fashioned stencil. Right? Then you can use like spray adhesive if you want to. You can just hold it still. Kind of up to you at that point. Okay? Won't be till next year. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Colette. Hi, Tracy. All right, so check it out. Look how pretty that color is. Ah, so cute. Okay. There's that. I don't think I'm going to use any of these for this particular project. I'm going to use a few different transfers just so you guys can see different projects. Let's do this one on here while that's drying. Oh, you know what? Actually, I need to paint my skis. Where are my skis? Look how cute they are. We're gonna paint these. I painted the skates earlier, and I like the way they came out when we painted them. So we're gonna go ahead and paint these as well. If you use spray adhesive, do you spray it on the transfer or the surface? I would assume you would spray it on the transfer. I've never used it. Never had to, because I don't think, well, I mean, I've used transfers upwards of like 20 something times, and it still has some adhesive left on it. But other than that, I typically don't use my transfers until they're not sticky anymore. They've always still been sticky for me. All right, so let's go ahead and add a quick little layer of paint on our skis. Don't forget to get the sides. I had to go back and repaint the sides because I totally forgot on my skates earlier. Okay, and then we're gonna let these dry, and we'll come back and we'll finish this up. We'll add our bow, glue it all on, and pretty much be done with one side of our project. And then we'll have to come back and finish up the rest of our project later. Okay, oops. So let me see if I can dry a little bit of this so I can hold the other end and get it done. Hi, we're doing January, like first week of January or so. Hi Charlene, hi Mary. Just got on, yes, this is color of the month. What color are you using to paint the skis? I am using Lakeshore. Yeah, I'm using Lakeshore. I tried to dry this end so I could hold it enough to do this end. Okay. Ta-da. So again, I am using Lakeshore to paint. And it looks really good with that glacier color. So I definitely recommend it. Especially if you like the snowy or you like the blues for Christmas. I feel like I need to take my sweater off. It is hot. Whew. I don't even have like a heater on or anything, but it is hot now. All right, got that side painted. Let me dry one side so I can hold it. Good morning. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Johanna. All right. Jill, stop. My dog has like some allergies. We've got to go take her to the vet to get her shot because she scratches or like a skin irritation or something. But I can hear her scratching through the door. Girl, calm down. Okay. So we're gonna put those aside. I'm gonna let those dry. Let's go ahead and wax this board real quick. Good morning. Oh, there goes my AC. Yes. All right. So we're gonna wax this. Let me buff it out a little bit because had some big chunks of wax in here. All right. Then we're gonna do the snow one. Okay. You know what I think would actually be super cute is if you did like snowflakes in the background. You could even use the one that has the smaller ones because those are a little big. Like this one. And do snowflakes in the background with the shimmer or the glacier, and then do Lakeshore on top, I think, or even like, I don't know, I think white would even look good on top too. Oh, Nancy, thank you so much for the stars. Oh, mother, my daughter. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Yvonne. All right, let's just do a little bit in Lakeshore up here at the top, and then we're gonna do the snow in our glacier color, okay? All right, and then let's quickly do this one. Okay. And then we can go ahead and pull this up and we'll be done with this part. We'll add our skis. All right. Let's wash that off too. You guys look how pretty the snowboard is. All right, I need another napkin. So again, I'm just cleaning them off. As I go, I dry off the back with a napkin, and then I set it back down, and then I dry off the front as well. Okay, so it's on there, it's done, it's clean, it's put back together. All right, next thing we need to wax real quick is going to be our skis. But let's make sure they are dry. They do need to be completely dry before you wax them. So let's just do that real quick. I may go ahead and make my bow, and then we'll come back and we'll do this part very last. I've used shimmer paste a few times on my transfers, and now the transfer does not stick as well. I don't use the spray adhesive. Whenever you're working with shimmers, I highly recommend, as soon as you're done using it, if you're using shimmers, because yes, I think the shimmers sometimes can just spread, the glitter spreads, and it's hard to clean. What I recommend doing is spray it with a ton of water. Wipe off that top layer with a napkin, okay? Wipe off the top layer with a napkin first, and then go back and clean with the board erasers, okay? You guys, the skis are online on my website. They are chalkable, so if we didn't like the way they looked, we can take it off and redo it, but it's on my chalk site. So is the little ice skate. I did put the link, I'll put the link in the comment again for you guys, but there is a little link there that has all of the transfers, and it also has like the surfaces I used. All right, well, I don't know where my other scissors went, but I might just have to use these to cut my ribbon. Ooh. You know, you have like 10 pair of scissors and then you can't ever find the one you need when you need it. Anybody else? All right, so we're not doing anything super fancy. I am just gonna make a messy bow. Because, you know, that is just the easiest thing for me to make. All right. Okay. Ta-da. And then we're just gonna squish it together. Let me put that one in the back. That one looks just a tad bit longer than the others. We're just gonna squish it together. I already have a zip tie ready. I just cut strips. They're probably about 8 inches or so. And we're just gonna zip tie the back. Okay. And we'll cut. You know, let's do this way. I think it'll look better. And then we'll finish our skis, glue them on, and I'll show you guys what our finished piece looks like. Because, you know, we have like what, 12 minutes left. See, look, we did this whole project under 30 minutes. That was the goal. Oh, your dryer's so quiet now. I know, right? Every time you look for something, you can't find it. I know. I know the feeling. I am hungry. And I think we're gonna go get tacos. Mama needs some tacos. Okay. Done with that. See how easy bow making can be? Oh. Only if you do the messy bow. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of wax on these skis, you guys, because I don't want the paste coming up that we put down. All right, so I did wax them. Let me grab my extra wax, put it back in here. I do need to get, how long have I been saying I need to get another jar of wax? A long time. Have I still gotten it? No. It still works. It would just be much easier, you know, if I had another jar. All right. Okay, we're gonna take these skis off. So what I'm gonna do, there are no, what do you call it? There are no white lines for you to do that. So I'm just gonna cut my own lines here, okay? And we will have to do one at a time. All right, and I'm gonna get my multi-tool so I can try and keep it as clean as possible, meaning I don't get it on the other ski, so I don't have to clean this before I do the second one. And then we might have to paint it in a little bit. I did have to paint in the skates just a little bit, so we might do that. Yeah, I found my Bodabra somewhere. I found it, and then I put it somewhere. So now I need to find it again. It like got transferred in a box. So now it's like, ugh, which box is it in? But all is well. All right, so we've got one ski done. Oh man. Ah! Okay, so it pulled off my paste still. What I'm gonna do, see, you guys can see it. It pulled off my paste. I'm gonna color that part in. Let me add more wax to this one so it doesn't do it to that one, but I did not add enough wax, or it could be that the paste was still wet, okay? It's typically one of those two options. All right, so I just added more wax. Okay. Gotta buff it out a little bit. I put a little bit too much. All right, let's see how this comes out. Okay, let's add our paste. And you guys, I did the skate, I did that tutorial actually in my team group. I did not do it here, but I did try and record it, so maybe I'll make, I'll try and see if I can edit the video. I don't know how good the video is gonna be because I tried a new method. See, I didn't put enough paint, it must have been wet because I put a lot of wax on there. But anyways, it's in my team group, so if you're not on my team and you want to be, feel free to sign up. You get a kit that's like almost $300 worth of product. It's amazing. It's only 59 bucks. And it's $19.99 a month, but you get the exclusive transfer every month and you get 40% off of everything. And this month you get an additional 10% off of everything. So, feel free, click my links, and then you can sign up or ask me questions about becoming a designer if you'd like. Okay, so I cleaned that, put that back. Now, we're probably just gonna have to paint this in, okay? So it still took off my paint, my paste underneath. So let me just try and dry whatever I can. And then we're gonna paint in some pieces. All right. You lost your mind. A long time ago and still haven't found it. Yep. You know, that does happen. That happens more often than we want to admit, right? All right, so I'm just taking a little paintbrush and just adding our glacier paste in some of this just to add a little bit more color, a little bit more glitter, shimmer to it. Also to help us cover up all the oopsies. I mean, it just looks a little worn and torn, right? So I think that look could be okay, but let's still cover it up with a little bit of glitter. Shimmer. Okay. So we kind of colored that one in. Do you see that big spot? Ugh. Ah. I might have to paint it with, I might have to cover that one up with the Lakeshore and then go back on top of it. Because that is a pretty big chunk it took out. Okay. So we have all of that painted. Again, let me see. I'm going to go back on this one with the Lakeshore real quick. Let me see if I can kind of fix it. All right. And then let me dry it. There's a little piece on this end too. Let's do that. All right. And we'll go back over it with our shimmer. Oh yeah, that worked out much better because now you don't see the big old hole. Okay, all right. To remember to clean those brushes because I really like those brushes. Out of all things, you've lost your mind the most. I know, right? Her mind is missing with the Bodabra. Hi, Georgie. Hope your eye is doing well and feeling up. Okay. So our glue just turned off. My battery just went out, which is perfect timing, right? Here we go. So we can add these little guys on here. All right, let me spread that out just a tad bit. Let's get some glue on here. It literally did just run out. hope it'll be hot enough. I do have my permanent adhesive as well, which I'm gonna do a little dab of permanent adhesive to try and keep these two to stay together. But I just wanna look and see. Okay, so here is the ski lift, right? We could put a bow on the other side as well. To hide to hide this bow, we could put like a bow with gold and black on the other side. Okay. Now the question is, I wanted to put these while my glue thingy is heating up. Do we leave it like that? I think that's actually kind of cute. Look how cute that is. Been napping like crazy. That's good. How cute, right? Or should we do like this? And put them on the end. So that way it has the bow on one side and the skis on the other. And just kind of cross them there. What do you think? You like the skis on the end? Is that what the yes is for? You guys say I like that, but I don't know how delayed the video is. Opposite side? Okay. All right. So we'll put that there and a dot here. Okay. And then we'll just put one dot right here in the center. Okay. Look how cute. Ah. Of course. Hold on. It took off. I'm gonna go ahead and put the permanent adhesive. I'm glad I did that though, because it took off that paste. So that paste isn't going to be what's holding it down. It's gonna be direct contact from surface to surface now. So I'm gonna put a little bit of permanent adhesive and then a dot of hot glue to hold it in place for now until that permanent adhesive dries. Okay? All right. Ta-da! So cute! What do you, oh my God. Did I just break it? It's stuck. It's stuck the landing. Okay. There we go. I think it's cute. Oh no, it didn't stick the landing. Hold on. It's like I just moved it. Boo. Did I even I put the glue in the wrong spot? All right, I'll get it eventually, you guys. All right, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. We're gonna leave those down there. We're gonna leave that there. I do need to put something right there in the center, just to hide where that bow is at. And I just don't have anything on hand at the moment. But we will find something, okay? We will find something. And like I said, I want to do the back side, so we'll have to figure out something that'll kind of cover this up just a little bit. And then add a bow. That way you can use it as being double-sided. Okay? All right, you guys. Well, that's going to be it for right now. If I get a chance to go live later, I sure will. But make sure you guys go and grab that color of the month as soon as you can. It's called Glacier and it's gorgeous. Okay? Remember, all of my stuff that I use today is from the chalk site. You can feel free to small plastic. We have the small snowflakes. We have these snowflakes. It comes with that transfer. Oh, you're talking to put on the bow. That's a good question. I think that would be a little bit too big. So I need to see if I can find, maybe I can cut one out of chalk suede and then do the little, we have some smaller snowflakes like from here. So I could do that one, put it on chalk suede, cut it out and glue it on there. Great idea. Great idea. I know a snowflake button would be so easy, right? Okay, you guys, club this month is so stinking cute. If you haven't gotten it or not signed up for club, make sure that you do that. Or sign up as a designer. You can get the same transfer. That is in Nominee. That's the color that everybody loves. But anyways, we made this on craft night the other day. And have a great day. Oh, link. So there's a link. You're more than welcome to click it. It says Breeze Links. If you click that, it'll give you options to just shop my website, sign up as a designer, sign up as club if you want, or go to my Amazon shop. All those things, okay? All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.